make a cup of tea, boom, for 25
Well,
grand.
for that, it's worth 25 grand, really, isn't it? So,
Yeah, boom. I thought. All right, George, you ready?
So we're in the heart, in the middle of our battle of Zeppelin off time.
Welcome to the Thamesmen. If you haven't seen the first one, go and see George's video. He did a whole lot of love, and that was a great.
I'm still convinced that was pornographic.
I think you're right.
You think you were in the last video? You were not. You thought I was crazy.
No. I'm just kind of just waking up to the idea that suddenly at this age you realised it's about it.
It was pure sex scene. Anyway, doesn't matter. It was great though. It was excellent. So you're gonna have to go some to beat it. So
all right, okay.
How are you gonna beat it, so to speak?
Led Zeppelin, Immigrant Song, one of the best riffs out there is. Also, I love Lord of the Rings. And
of course you do.
When you get a Led Zeppelin live singing about Mordor, life doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. You've got an English rock band. You've got hair everywhere. You've got one of the best drummers, if not the best drummer in the world. You've got one of the best guitars, and they're singing about Mordor.
In Lord of the Rings, it is like icing on the cake at that point, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Okay. Unbelievable. All right, let's do it. You ready?
Yeah, you little hobbit, you. Okay.
Oh, you Gollum. I think I'm Gollum. I think I look like Gollum, and you look like one of the dwarves.
I'm like one of the good-looking elves.
There were no good-looking elves.
They were the elves, the ones with long hair and the bows.
Let's not argue about who's
the one who's played by Orlando Bloom.
I'm Legolas. I'm one of the elves.
Legolas. That was the one. Elves. Yeah, exactly.
You're not Legolas. You're one of those ugly, smelly dwarfs. You don't wear shoes. You got dwarf feet. Anyway,
enough of this.
Let's not argue about which character we are from Lord of the Rings, and let's get stuck into Led Zeppelin, Immigrant Song.
Got it. All right. Be ready. Tell me when.
Precious.
My precious.
Precious. 3, 2, 1, boom.
was that recorded? Do you know? You have any idea?
I'm going to pull something out of my hat and say Dallas. I read it earlier, but I can't remember. Or Atlanta or Dallas. It was in the US.
Really? Okay, no.
Could be Australia.
Okay, I'm glad I asked you this. That was good. Did you think at some points that John Bonham looked like Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
There were
But
moments where it was like,
maybe Dave Grohl wants to look like John Bonham.
Maybe there was like moments across the top of the symbol. He looked just. I was like, oh, that kind of looks a bit like.
You know. I saw this today. Someone sent me something from a rock auction coming up in Bonham's, and I'll put it down below. And if anyone gets bidding today, did you see that big gong behind Bonham? Yeah. That's up for Bonham's. That actual gong is for sale in the auction at the moment.
Oh, really? How much do you think that would be?
I think you'll have to look. I'll put the picture down there. I think it's guided at 22 at the moment to 25.
25,000?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, that's not bad. I mean, that gong, dude. That's Bonham's gong. Jesus. I'd have that in the kitchen every time, or in the bedroom every time I make love to my wife. Probably only
the neighbours will be like, "Oh, he's in it again." God damn.
Is it May? But it's birthday again, darling. Boom. Make a cup of tea. Boom for 25 grand.
For that, it's worth 25 grand, really, isn't it? So, yeah.
Boom. I thought that version was great.
Yeah, that was great. I'll be 100% honest. I was distracted by the video because I don't think that was the recording of that video. No, and it was like kind of they had this weird speeded up thing.
No. What I think they did is they obviously had the the death track or whatever, and they've gone off and they remixed it. But that was the original video, but it wasn't synced up, time coded up. It was just lots of fans of videos that they put together.
Yeah, no, I mean it's fascinating to watch that, but it was like a bit of a studio / live version.
No. That was a live track. That was live, and then that was a kind of a fan video.
Well, it's not. Yeah, okay.
Together,
but anyway, but it's a great. Let's forget it. But it was a great track. The Immigrant Song is amazing.
Again, a bit like Your Whole Load of Love. I think this is better than the studio version.
I think they were all about the live performances because they did that thing. I was reading somewhere that they said that they weren't big. For a while they didn't do singles. They only wanted to do albums, and they didn't want to do TV. They wanted people to come to their live performances. And a sort of normal Led Zep gig could go for 4 hours because they would just like be riffing the whole time, And so they were a live band for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, certain songs you can't do. They did live Stairway to Heaven, but I mean, it was so intricate and there's so many little parts. It was better in the studio. But that bit with the jam on it, and then going back and the riff it was just much better. It showed more talent from them. I love the bass playing in there as well.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Now, I never saw Led Zepp play. I was lucky enough to be in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Shout out to our friends in Brazil because it's an awesome country. I went and saw Jimmy Page, Robert Plant on the No Quarter tour in a stadium in Brazil. And it was the most mind-blowing night. They did I think they played for 2-3 hours. Started off as like a 4-piece, and then they kept adding people, and then they ended up with the whole sort of rock band, and then with the sort of the Sao Paulo Symphony Orchestra behind them, and they did Led Zeppelin songs, and they did, oh my God, they were good.
Well, for those who don't know, I've known George since 1975 or whatever. Anyway, and we grew up together, and we did a lot. And there was one night at a party.
No.
Anyway, everyone had gone to bed.
Oh, I think it got blurry right now. That's a bit like that night.
Come on, come back. You see, it's cut it. It's cut it. It's cut it. There you go. All right. So, for those who don't know, I've known George for years, and there was one night everyone went to bed, and we stayed up. We should have gone to bed, and we were having a cup of tea, and it was about 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and the sun was coming up, and you put on the album No Quarter, and it's my favorite. Well, it's Led Zepp, but it's Patient Plant. It's my favorite of all their albums. Even
that was an awesome night as well. That was a hell of a party. So yeah. cups of tea, listening to No Quarter in
Oh,
as
how
the sun
English
rose.
is that? Watching sunrise come up, slippers on. I'd say, oh, that was a great party. That was great. Yeah, let's have
That was
another cup
awesome.
of tea. All right. It's time for
Bangers or wangers?
All right. We're back. And even on the intro, and on the music we had there.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, okay, we're going to be picking. I didn't do my homework. I've got to write this down. Hold on. Can I just write Led Zep so I don't have to spell the
and then fill it in later. Yeah.
Led Zep.
We all know Led Zep is Led Zeppelin. We can, because no one can spell Zeppelin, so it's always called. You know why they're called Led Zep?
I don't actually.
Because they were thinking about the name or whatever, and then I think it was Bonham heard someone say, "Oh, you guys are going to go down like a Led Zeppelin," meaning it's really bad. So they named themselves Led Zeppelin.
Do you know that? Do you know when Jimmy Page started out, he was the New Yardbirds?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And do you know where Hawkwind got their name from? It was a series from a roadie that would hawk. He'd always go like that, and he farted a lot in the van, and they called him Hawkwind. So that's where they got their name from. Absolutely brilliant.
Maybe we should do a Hawkwind. If anyone would like to see Hawkwind,
I want to see Hawkwind. I'm the only.
You want to see Hawkwind? I know you want to see Hawkwind.
You know what I mean? All right.
Yeah. Well, that'd be another night with 6 o'clock in the morning with the sun rising and a cup of tea. Really,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
2 cups of tea for Hawkwind.
2 cups of tea and Hawkwind
tea in there.
Anyway,
right. All right. You go first on the scoring.
Okay. Not playing favorites. It was a great track.
I know. When you say you're not playing favorites, you're playing favorites. Basically.
I absolutely. I thought it was great. But was it for me as good as Whole Lot of Love?
Yeah.
And Whole Lot of Love, no. Whole Lot of Love for that. If we're just judging the performances,
it was better.
What, Immigrant Song?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Okay.
Oh, you put your score. You put your score. I'm scoring next.
I'm going to go 8.6 on that one.
Okay.
8.6.
I'm going to.
So you do the math, are you?
Let's just go on to safe territory. Come on, Alex. I'll go on 9.1, George. It was a great song. It's a great track. I'm going to 9.1.
Okay, all right. So
the board gets wiped at the end of the month.
Anyway, computer 8. Yes. What did we say? What did I say?
9.1 and 8.6.
So that's 17.6, surprisingly.
Oh, where does that?
Where does that? Well, I think it was.
Basically, it goes neck and neck with. Don't put yours on top of mine on bottom.
I think it goes just below Santana. I think, doesn't it? We said that they would win a fight.
Be fair. They're Led Zeppelin, Jethro Tull, Santana, and another Led Zeppelin all on the same score. Okay, so I love this. We get spoiled. We get spoiled listening to some great tunes.
Okay, all right, there we go. There you go. How's that? Is that better? Hey, look, I
hope your guinea pig dies for doing that.
I'm the keeper of the scoreboard. You're the keeper of the whole lot, the Wheel of Fortune.
Right, okay. Let's get the Wheel of Fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, time for...
Wheel of Fortune.
Apologise, everyone, for the jazz hands. I really do apologise. I don't know what. I go back to like 1920s, like... All right. Wheel of Fortune.
We're not doing it in blackface. We're good, aren't we? So, yeah.
This is going to dictate our next track. All right. Now, you know nothing about Bowie. 1970s. We could have Hawkwind. Oh. All right, Jim.
Ready, Jim?
Jim's ready. Are you ready? Jim's on the credits at the end, and the outtake.
New credits.
Oh, and like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Are you ready? 3.
Yep.
2. Now, Jim. Our next verses will be George. You pick.
I pick.
Yes.
Oh,
Any band
so I'm going to
you
pick something
want.
for you.
No, for both of us.
You know, I think it's time for us to go back and explore like the like Golden Earring. I'm thinking
Oh,
is like.
God. Jesus, I'm going to put this thing away. Ready?
Well, okay. So
Right.
tonight, though, here's the thing. Tonight, Led Zeppelin was a draw. So we're going to pick something. I think I'd be up for doing another pair of Led Zeps because
Okay. Okay.
because like I enjoyed those a lot.
I did.
All our messing around, but
Yeah.
I did enjoy them, and they are monster rock. So
Good
I
choice.
think we could stand another Led Zepp off. I think.
Oh my God, that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much. Looking forward to that. Because it was a tie. And next time I'm going to come out and just like,
I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself.
let me go first next time.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't come out with a whole load of love, All right,
Again.
good. I might just come out with a whole load of love again. And I might just come out
So
the
if anyone knows the killer Led Zepp track online that we could share, and because honestly, I really haven't watched a lot of their online stuff. I listened to their albums a lot when I was a kid, but I haven't seen a lot of their online live sort of performance stuff. So let us know.
Put it down. All right. And on that note,
No bombshells. Yep.
good night for me.
Just a bit of a damp squib of a draw. We'll
we'll have it in the next, and our next, Zep
the
Vs.
fight goes on. Legolas will get you.
You're not Legolas. You're one of those stinky dwarfs. If you had ginger hair and a hammer, you would fit right in. There's a big mountain near me. Could you just bugger off and go on your your just I'll see you.
Go find some iron. I think. Yeah.
I think I'm Sauron. All right. Be well. Take care.
See ya. Bye.
On the flip side. Bye bye. Immigrant Song beat a whole load of love for fucking sure, and you just outright. That's it.